y'all, this is Zambararu. And so this one is going to be a very interesting topic that I have noticed when I was going through YouTube when I found out about this game called Resident Evil 5. And I'm pretty sure majority of you already know what Resident Evil is, but Resident Evil 5 was a very interesting one that I have noticed. And the thing that caught my eye is that the game takes place in West Africa, and just like Resident Evil 4, where it takes place in like in a fictional Spanish village, Resident Evil 5 took a very interesting turn by taking place in a different, culture background and stuff, and including like a side character who was West African, which is very interesting, and teaming up with Chris Redfield, which was very interesting. And speaking of the second character, that character I'm going to be talking about is Sheva Olamar or Olamar. Yeah, I think I said it right. If I said it wrong, I apologize. But she is a very, very, very interesting character, and the fact that she's West African, it definitely adds like an interesting diversity, which I actually like. And seeing her team up with Chris Redfield was really, really cool. And I guess you could say she's kind of like what you call it? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know too much about Resident Evil, but I did have a nostalgia memories because of Resident Evil 2, which my mom did enjoy playing because she did love like those action thriller games, and that game was too scary for me, so I couldn't play it, but it's whatever. But anyway, off topic. So what's interesting is that there was controversy, sorry, going on about like Sheva's character, about like her AI and stuff. But the thing is that when you're playing as her, Chris is going through the same thing too with the AI thing. I think it's because since the AI was kind of having like difficulties at the time, maybe, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the biggest controversy is about the one of her alternate costumes that people were complaining about, that said that was a bit too much, or as they call it, quote unquote racist in a way. And it was this outfit. It was her alternate tribal costume, which honestly, it's pretty accurate to, well, actually, let me get to the point to that, of course. So people had complaining about the fact that because of how it looks and stuff, they assumed that it was like racist because of how it looks and stuff. But I don't see it as racism, but that's just me though. I don't see it as racism. I honestly see it as like accuracy and very traditional, because since the game takes place in West Africa, it actually does make sense for her to like have an alternate costume with that. But the thing is that that's not like her canon outfit. The other outfit that she was wearing, that's actually her canon outfit. This one is actually just an alternate costume. So you have the option to either make her wear this or make her wear a different costume, which honestly is not a big issue. And honestly, the outfit looks pretty fine to me. And it's a bikini, and the fact that there are some women in Africa who actually do wear something like this, or they wear something a little different, or they're not wearing a top at all, which actually is pretty accurate to like, the tribal backgrounds and stuff, which does make sense. And honestly, I don't see no issues with it. It's a pretty cute costume, I will admit. I do like the way it looks, like since I do love the animal prints and stuff, it's really cool, I will admit. But I find it funny that people complain about how she looks, but they don't complain about how Chris Redfield look, because after all, he's wearing some outfits that be showing off his gigantic muscles. I guess when a woman is showing her skin, it's a problem, but if a man is showing his skin, then it's okay. Sexism. Oh, speaking of Chris Redfield, I wonder what his other alternate outfit looks like, because I never actually seen it. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, 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 um, I, yeah, wow, that's, it's really cute. It, ooh, and the mod makes him look even hotter. Um, it's his, too hot safari look. He looks, pretty, hot. Um, uh, uh, my brain's getting fried. Before I make a fool of myself, I just thought of sharing this because it was a very interesting topic that I kind of want to talk about from my point of view. And I will see you guys in the next video. uh, See y'all later.